at the front.
It is good to see everybody. It really is. Welcome to Treasure Island Resort and Casino. We had the final back in September, so I guess we're going to call this one the final. Early last week, I got John a copy of the script, so he knew what was going on. He seen that I had on the front cover, I put final. He says, I left something off. I said, what's that? He says, you should put maybe after that. I'll talk more about that later, okay? So anyway, it's great to be able to get everybody together one more time. I think it's fantastic that so many people came out tonight to honor our drivers and champions and to get together and have a little fun once again as a group. I want to get things started by giving a big thank you to all the drivers and crews for making Raceway Park's final 57th season of racing so entertaining and so competitive. As always, a big thank you to NASCAR and the NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series, all of our 2013 division sponsors, and every one of our sponsors and advertisers that took part in the 2013 season. And you see that in the programs that you got there at your table here tonight. There were a lot of great people, a lot of great sponsors that participated and helped out this past year. In addition, I want to give a huge thank you to all of the Raceway Park fans for their support over the past 57 years and their continued support as we see what the future holds, whatever that may be. Remember, the people sitting at the tables next to you are trying to hear tonight, so please keep the chatting and talking to a minimum as we recognize our competitors and honor our champions tonight. One very important thing. Remember that you are representing Raceway Park here this evening. So please think a little bit about what you're doing when you're partying later on after the banquet tonight, and be nice to the staff and security here at Treasure Island. All the employees and security staff here have always been extremely courteous to us at the past banquets all these years. So please be smart on how you represent Raceway Park here at Treasure Island. For those that have received reserved hotel rooms for tonight, you should have received a $20 slot voucher as part of the Raceway Park group. A big part of Treasure Island's sponsorship with us during these past racing season. Seasons depended on how well we use what Treasure Island gives us in perks. So please make use of those game vouchers and support Raceway and Treasure Island one more time here tonight. Marge, I know you're sitting there way in the back, so I'll give you a little bit of time to make your way up here to join me. The wait staff's already got the salads on the table. Dinner is going to be coming up shortly. So before we begin to hand out some of the awards this evening, as always, I would like to invite Marge Elfman up for the invocation. But if this is your first Raceway Park Champions Banquet, Marge is what I call Raceway Park's unofficial historian. And I know you've seen her back in the pits after a race night, talking with the drivers and the fans, enjoying a beverage or two, and sharing stories about the track's history and the past drivers. Marge was extremely helpful to me and a lot of others this past season. I think we both had our share of phone calls, emails, and interviews to deal with, and talking to a lot of newspaper and television people about the track's history as we got into those final months of racing. She's one of the Raceway Park's biggest fans and supporters, ladies and gentlemen, Marge Elfman.
Good evening. Well, John, I'm not going to cry. Almighty God, we thank you for all your blessings you have bestowed upon us. This food, dear Lord, is a sign of your bounty and kindness. Bless this food and all who partake of it. You have watched over us in the past. We are confident you will continue. This prayer we make based on your Congratulations to all the 2013 champions. We miss you all.
Alrighty. 2013 racing season was a busy one, so let's get things started. We ask that you please hold your applause for all of our award winners until the champion is announced in each group. Right now, if we could have the top 3 Prestige Plumbing Bandolero drivers here tonight, come on up to the front at this time, please. I know I saw a few of them here this evening. It's going to work like this. Rob has your plaques, trophies, and awards over here. You can pick those up when I introduce you. Come on up on the stage. Just stand alongside up here on the stage, and after the champion speaks, you can go off the other side, go over and visit with Martin. He'll take the group picture and the pictures of the champions. So it was a great opportunity for the younger drivers to get some fast track time and competition in on a banked oval like Raceway Park. For these younger drivers to get behind the wheel and compete is an opportunity to build skills and even have a few bragging rights among their friends. These drivers, their family members and crews all worked closely together this past year, and I can tell you that everyone had a great time. I know that several in the Bandolero group had to drive a pretty good distance to compete, with at least one coming 300 miles one way from central Wisconsin. That makes for a 600-mile round trip, and then still having to get up for school Monday morning when we got to that part of the season. That's dedication to racing. Looking at the previous season, a few drivers moved up to more competitive divisions for 2013, proving that these younger drivers are the future of racing in Minnesota as they get older and more experience behind the wheel. In third place with 437 points, Jared Duda. Cole Klein came in second with 441 points, and with 441 points, I should say, and with 481 points, 5 heat wins and 4 feature victories. This driver put on one heck of a show for 2013, with some wild passing and hard driving that showed the fans exactly what these smaller Bandolero cars are capable of. The 2013 Prestige Plumbing Bandolero champion is Brody Wolf.
I'd just like to thank everyone who supported me, my mom and dad for helping me get my car going and just helping me start racing and just being able to race. Racing is a sport that most kids don't do, and it's just one big thing. I'd also like to thank Searview Electric and Hope Kids, which is the charity I sponsor, and Geo Wolf Trucking, which my grandpa owns. Thank you for all of you for this great season.
Thank you, Brody. Notice he did that without a script. Awesome. Fantastic. Round of applause for all the 2013 Prestige Plumbing Bandolero drivers. So let's have the top 3 Cheerios Great North Legend drivers come up to the front at this time, please. The Cheerios Great North Legends. Once again, they were a big part of the action in 2013 at Raceway, and with it came some fantastic racing and a lot of on-track and sometimes off-track competition. These smaller, lighter cars just fly around the oval, and when you get them side by side and throw in some quick passing, the action for the fans can't be beat. With 6 different heat winners, 5 different feature winners throughout the racing season, the Legend drivers had quite a few this past year, driving a considerable distance also just to participate in the action at Raceway Park. In third place, with 418 points, a driver that is proud to call Raceway Park his favorite track since making the switch from the Bandoleros a few years ago, James Wenzel. Jason Michaud ran multiple divisions throughout the season for a second place finish with 446 points. And in first place, just 2 points ahead of second with 448 points, 3 heat wins and 2 feature victories. The 2013 Great North Legend champion is Kyle Hansen.
First, I'm probably sure that I'm not the only one to say that. I'm really sad to say that this is, the last season of Raceway Park for this track. But I've had a lot of good seasons at Raceway. Raceway's always been a part of my childhood. I've been going there since I was born. Racing isn't the only memory that I've had there. The racing just makes it much more memorable. But this season, I had a really fun season battling it out with Rashad, and we had a really nice competitive year. There's a lot of people to thank. There's not one person that isn't appreciated to the race team, with Maddie, my uncle, my dad, of course, and us three. Well, I think we do a pretty good job with our race program, and we've had lots of good memories at Raceway Park for many, many seasons. And this year has just been one of the most memorable and most special to us, just for the fun of it, having it be 2013 is the last. Another person who I really want to thank for all this is Donnie. I say that because he gave me a chance when I was 11 years old to come out and race the Bandolero division with another Bandolero driver to do this. And there was 4 cars. We came out. He let us do expeditions every once in a while, and that ended up being the next season turning into a league. And that league is progressed on to today. We've had other great drivers like Mr. Brown over there, and I just really want to thank Raceway for giving the Bandoleros a shot, because they are the future generations of the racing in Minnesota and throughout the Midwest. And for them giving us a chance, this Legends car and Bandoleros, to come out and race there too. Yeah, I had a lot of fun seasons at Raceway Park, and I'm proud to say that I was a 100% fan of Raceway Park in every division. I hope everyone else has the rest of their night.
Thank you, Kyle. If we could have the Sunday Night NASCAR Northern Racing Products Rookies of the Year come up front at this time, please. Taking a look at the drivers lineup for the 2013 season, almost every division welcomed a new driver to the quarter-mile oval, with some classes adding several new competitors. Some moved up from other divisions, while others enjoyed their first season of racing competition at Raceway Park. Being a new driver has never been harder. The squeeze on the wallet, finding the right car, and getting it race ready, and just never seeming to have enough time. Even so, this past season we had a few that stood out, showing the dedication of these drivers and their sponsors and their commitment to racing. At Raceway Park, their final point finish determined the rookies during the season. In no particular order, in the show car supply mini stocks, Reed Lawrence. Pepsi Cola, American Short Trackers, Grant Brown. Lido South, CF Moto, NASCAR Hobby Stocks, Kyle and Solavir. And in the Impact Printing Bombers, Kyle Larkin. Tell you what, let's have a round of applause for the Sunday Night Racing Products Rookies of the Year. I want to give a big thank you as well to Mike Beamish for sponsoring the Sunday Night Rookie of the Year program as well. It wouldn't have happened without him. So a big thank you to Mike Beamish as well. Thank you. If I could have Chris Bronstad come on up to the front at this time, please. Just want to take a moment to acknowledge the UNOH Mechanic of the Year winner. Once again this season, a big turnout of NASCAR members at Raceway Park cast their votes for the top crew chief or hands-on person. There were many well-deserving and hard-working individuals up for this award, and this year we have a person that is a repeat from a couple of seasons ago, and is just as deserving now as he was then. Chris did a lot of running around and helping not only only the gang and Big Kids Racing, but a lot of other drivers and crews as well. And that was just in delivering cold cans of beer at the end of the night. He worked even harder when those same drivers needed help with their cars during the racing events. Raceway Park's UNOH Mechanic of the Year winner is Chris Bronstead.
As a kid, going to Valley Fair, looking at the sign on my left that said Raceway Park, I had no idea what it was. Not a clue. Not until I was almost 30. My brother said, "Can you come on and help me race?" I'm like, "Race where?" "Well, Raceway Park." "Well, where the hell's that?" "Well, it's on your way to Valley Fair." I'm like, "Oh, well, I could probably find that." I did find it. And I can't imagine the rest of my life without it. It's going to suck that it's not going to be there anymore.
Amy!
If it wasn't for my brother, I wouldn't have got the first mechanic of the year or this one. I thank him for introducing me to racing. And I'm going to miss Raceway Park with all my heart. Thank you.
Chris Bronstead, everybody. Mr. Westfall, how come you did not get me a beer? No. Water. No, not coffee. That's the last thing you want to give me is coffee. All right. Sure, and that's got a full mark.
You're welcome!
Thank you, Scotty. Riley Michelson, you want to come on up, please? Raceway Park, mid-season. We gave an assignment to all the race fans in the grandstands. And that was to pick the best appearing car and crew at Raceway Park. And a lot of drivers came out, and I tell you, the fans' applause determines a whole lot in the cheers in the stands. It's a good-looking car, incredible driver, crew's not so bad either. Ladies and gentlemen, best appearing car and crew award this season going to Riley Michelson. She does not want to do a speech. It's okay. It's okay. I don't blame her. It's terrifying the tar out of me.
Hey, you gotta sit here.
Thank you. Yeah. I tell you what, it sounds like they are ready over here for the dinner tonight. As we get ready, I want to thank Martin DeFries for his usual outstanding work. That he has taken over the many years for the drivers and track to capture all of the Raceway Park experience. If you guys have not seen or gotten that poster-sized print that he did showing all the historic photos of the drivers and the track at Raceway Park, I encourage you to talk with Martin and see about getting one of those. Yes, sir?
I'd like to say no charge, but
If you're interested in getting one from Martin, talk with him about it as well, because he put a lot of work into that, and the photos on that are phenomenal, and he'll do some good custom work, having your race team photo or your favorite driver's photo in the middle of that. want to thank Chad for his video recording all season long and the work he put into editing and assembling tonight's season highlight video that we're all about to see. And what Chad said, he's got like 30-some copies left of the video we're about to take a look at here in a little bit for sale tonight. If you're interested in getting a copy, you can talk with him right after the banquet tonight. I also had quite a few people asking about the one that we had running, showing the old footage from the 60s and 70s before it started tonight. That is a disc I actually got from Skinny Marshall. He gave me the videotapes. He got them from a guy in Minneapolis, and he allowed me to make a copy of the Raceway Park stuff over to DVD if any of you guys are interested in that. You saw it here before we started tonight. You can come talk to me as well. I'll get your info. I'll see about getting you a copy. So, enjoy the meal tonight and the season highlights that are coming up. It's going to work like this. It is a banquet style. The ladies and the guys here at Treasure Island will come around table to table. They will let you know, so we don't have a big rush of people up there. They'll do it in a nice fashion, going table to table. They'll escort you up, let you know when you can go up, grab a plate, and enjoy the dinner tonight. Enjoy the season highlights. We will be back up with more awards in just a little bit, okay? Enjoy the dinner. Treasure Island folks, it's all yours. Incredible video. And again, I know he still has some copies left of that he has not sold. So now that you've seen it, if you're interested, talk with Chad following the banquet tonight for the video you just saw. Okay. As we get into the awards for our Sunday night NASCAR champions, if there is an award presented for someone that is not here tonight and you can get their award to them in the coming days, you can pick it up over here at the table after tonight's banquet if you can get it to them, okay? Are we ready? Let's do it. Here we go. With the top 16 drivers in the NASCAR Sunday night program in the Impact Printing Bomber Division, please come up to the front at this time. In 2013, the Bomber Division picked up several new drivers, which added to the fantastic racing this past season. There was plenty of speed, passing, and close side-by-side racing going on, with several new and established drivers having their own fan group coming week after week to cheer on their favorites. And it helped make the Bombers one of the most entertaining divisions throughout 2013 at Raceway Park. In the Bombers, 6 different drivers won multiple features last year, 11 different heat race winners, and over 23 drivers taking the green flag most evenings during the season. In 16th place, Brennan Marshall with 490 points. Tyler Wood came in 15th with 500 points. James Tisch, 539 points, he came in 14th. 13th went to Jack Barda with 702 points. In 12th with 733 points, Donovan Machad. Justin Kachiever, 767 points, he came in 11th. Captain Ducky, Kenny Shug, 852 points, came in 10th. 9th went to Josh Steelman with 856 points. 8th goes to the Bomber Rookie of the Year, Kyle Larkin, with 874 points. In 7th, Joey Bruzak with 896 points. You know, Joey, come on up what you're saying. I want to talk to him just a little bit. Joey got some well-deserved media attention. I know he's probably sick of hearing about it. He got some well-deserved media recognition locally and nationally over the past few months after stepping up and doing the right thing for a customer at his workplace. I'm sure you've heard the story by now if you've seen it on TV. If not, I know Joey will give you the details later on if you ask him. Local news, national talk shows. He's been invited to the Daytona 500 in February. Who's the guy that's in charge out there, Gary? Is that Warren Buffett? Might be Warren Buffett. I heard he will be a guest of Warren Buffett this coming May at the Dairy Queen shareholders meeting. I got one request, Joey. When you meet with Mr. Buffett, please ask him to consider investing in a new Raceway Park. Seriously, I think Dairy Queen Raceway Park has a certain ring to it. What do you think? Something for the entire family. And remember, it's fan food, not fast food. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good guy, I tell you. In 6th place, Greg Machad, 902 points. Eric Prindle with 950 points. He came in 5th. 4th went to Nate Walker with 964 points. 3rd, Monty Knoll with 969 points. Grayson Ryan Varner got an even 1,000 points, putting him in 2nd. And the 2013 Impact Gritting Bomber Champion is a repeat champion from last season. With the kind of competition in the Bomber division this past year, winning back-to-back championships is an amazing feat. With 1,014 points, 5 heat victories, and 3 feature wins, Mike Stair.
Alright, let me find my note here. I'd like to start by thanking Raceway Park, all of the Raceway Park officials, anybody that worked at Raceway Park, all the other drivers, and Chad for putting together this awesome video. So I'd like to give all of them a hand. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, AMP Services, Johnson and Remax, and Show Car Supply for sponsoring me throughout the years. And I'd also like to thank my friends Adam Purcell, Hannah Backer, Doug Brown, and Justin Cheever for letting me use his car when I needed it that one night. Greatly appreciated. And I'd also like to thank Harm Alkin. Anytime I needed anything, he was always there, and for building me a badass motor. And I'd like to especially thank John Levins and Todd Wilson. The first night I was out there, the first 5 laps, I broke a rocker. Todd had some extra parts, and John helped me slam it back together, and I ended up winning the first feature that night. So I'd like to especially thank them. And I would like to especially thank my parents. As some of you know, in the past few years, both my parents have passed away, but they have always been my biggest support, and are always proud of me no matter where I finish. And as of for 2014 season, I'm unsure where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing, but I look forward to seeing all of you out there.
Thank you, guys. Hoosier Racing Tires, by the way, presenting champions jackets to the championship winners of all the NASCAR Sunday night divisions this evening. With the top 10 from the Pepsi-Cola American Short Tracker Division, please come up at this time. I always talk about how the short trackers have become the home of veteran racers, but in 2013 there was even a few rookies that joined the group, finding their own niche behind the wheel of the smaller cars. This has been the division for side-by-side action. They always run in tight groups each and every race, and well, with a new driver, it brought new excitement to the division on Sunday nights. This past season, we had 4 different feature winners and 7 heat race winners. In 10th place with 352 points, Dan Kanesh. 9th, Robert Baki with 393 points. 454 points went to Todd Kamish. Todd came in 8th. 7th, Dave Oranger with 481 points. 6th, with 612 points, that went to Keith Mulsrud. 5th, the short tracker rookie of the year, Grant Brown with 839 points. 4th, with 941 points, Charlie Pearson. 3rd went to Matt Scharr with 956 points. 2nd, Dave Reed with 971. And the winner of the Pepsi-Cola American Short Trackers competed in both the short trackers and the mini stocks this past season, not to mention events like the Duke's Jump, and that made for a few busy weekends of racing. With 1,022 points, 6 heat wins, 4 feature wins, the 2013 Pepsi-Cola American Short Tracker champion is Justin Schlitzky.
I actually had a great speech this time. Last time I won a championship, I can't tell you what I said because we partied a little premature, I guess you could say. So I thought I'd be a little more professional, so to speak. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody at Raceway Park for all that you've done, giving us a great place to race over the years. With the group of people we have and the atmosphere we have at this track, it has been by far better than anywhere else I've ran. Raceway Park will always be the home track. Gone or not, a great memory to live on. And if there is ever a new Raceway Park, I for sure would be there to run it. This championship is very special, being it was the last one at Raceway Park. And it's been a great 2 years in this class, winning the Rookie of the Year last year and getting the championship this year. Hard work pays off, and I have to thank everyone for their help and their hard work and all their support. A huge thanks to Ashley for helping everything this summer. It was an amazing year, how well we've done. She's always helped make sure the tires and everything, the gas, everything's ready to go. Also, a huge thanks to Brandon. Constantly helping on the cars at the track, at my house. We almost live an hour apart and I need something, give him a call, he's free, he comes over, drop of a hat. I didn't know him more than a couple of years ago until I actually put his car together for him, and now we're best friends, so thank you very much. I also got to thank Jeremy Wolf and Jimmy for all your help. Every time I need something, no matter what it is, you guys are there. And the whole Wolf crew for helping feed us all summer long. Every time we're hungry, we just gotta go over there, they got something. Huge thanks also to Randy Wable. Kind of got into this car, kind of came about it. I got the opportunity to get it, so I did. Any advice I've ever needed, any questions on the car, he's been there. Whether it was helping the car, fix it, questions, you name it, it was there. I've made more phone calls to him than I can even remember, and it's always been no problem. I'd also like to thank the rest of my friends, competitors, for your help with all that was needed. Thank you. And I gotta, of course, thank my sponsors. One of which is here tonight, Carolyn, Mike, from Burnett Realty, T-Row Tavern, Once Upon a Sign, Uncle Percy's, Imaginary Incorporated, What's Damage Entertainment, Winston Napa, Cricket Prince, and Bob's Repair. They're not on every car, but they're on all of them together. And a huge, huge thanks to my family. They are so supportive on everything we race. Everyone that came out here tonight, my brother Jeremy, Penny, Nicole, Heather, Grandma, to my sister Cindy, who does a ton behind the scenes. All my trailer race rides and anything that I've done and decorated, she's been there, she's done it, she's helped with it along with others. And I gotta thank her for giving me the ability to have a place to keep all my cars. If you guys see my yard, you'd probably won't be real happy if you were her, but I got a lot of stuff and a lot of trailers and everything, and I couldn't do it without her, or having a place to keep everything. And I appreciate that very much. She puts up a lot of my crap. The number 14 came from my brother, Jeremy, which I plan to carry on. Raceway Park may be gone, but the championships and the records I hold there will live on forever. Not sure what we're doing for 2014 for us yet, but one thing is for sure, we will run something. And I hope to see all of you again. Good luck to everybody. Thank you for all the competitors, and thanks to you for all the fans.
Thank you, Justin. With the top 25 show car supply mini stock drivers, please come up to the front at this time. Well, according to my notes, the total mini stock car count this past season was 58 registered drivers off of our total season. With that many drivers competing at one time or another throughout the year, the fans figured out early that this was the division to keep an eye on. And the drivers did not disappoint, as the division quickly earned the reputation of being the Madhouse division at Raceway. But despite the frequent bumping and banging, exchanging paint, and a few over-the-top wrecks, there was still a lot of good, solid racing going on. So much so that B features were added on most of the race nights when the car count was high. In 2013, we had 8 different feature winners, 10 B feature winners, and an amazing 20 different heat winners, many of those multi-time. In 25th place with 431 points, Gary Heights. 24th, Paul Griffin with 464 points. Mike Weiss got 471 points, putting him in 23rd. 22nd went to Aaron Hopkins with 549 points. 21st place, Tom Sabilla with 566 points. 610 points went to Todd Teschney, he came in 20th. 19th, Trevor Thompson with 615 points. Joel Johnston got 622 points, finishing 18th. 17th went to Cole Nigis with 640 points. Michael Ahrens, 16th with 648. Nick Oxborough came in 15th with 704 points. 725 points to Ashley Bell, she finished 14th. Dan Kanish came in 13th with 804 points. The Mini Stock Rookie of the Year, Reed Lawrence, with 810 points, came in 12th. 11th went to Steve Saline with 815 points. Chad Reller came in 10th with 826 points. 9th, Riley Michelson with 869 points. 883 points for Michael Wax Jr. with finishing 8th. 7th, Brandon Pleckenpohl with 887 points. 6th, TJ Christensen with 889, just 2 points separating TJ and Brandon. 5th, Brian Adams with 930 points. 944 points for Jay Heights, he finished 4th. 3rd, Joe Teschney with 952 points. In 2nd, Blake Dorweiler with 1,025 points. And the 2013 Show Car Supply Mini Stock Champion is Jack Purcell, a repeat champion from last year. 1,056 points, 7 heat victories, 6 feature wins on Sunday nights. Combined with a full-on driving style, it really got the fans excited about the mini stock action this past season. Jack Purcell.
I had 77. Yeah. You said that you had
Welcome to here. You gotta get Todd over here. Yeah, you wanna read this for me? 20th. Alright, first off, I want to thank. See, everybody's got like papers from like 1968. I got an iPhone.
Then you need classes.
Social studies. Alright, first off, I want to thank Raceway Park, all the staff that do their jobs, the Helen Drunks for running an awesome racetrack. The first night out, wait, you skipped one. No, I didn't. See, we're right. Oh, sorry, we're on line 2. The first night out on test and tune, we blew rear brake lines on the car. TJ Christensen was first there to help me out with that. Brought the car to his house, we worked on it all night long to get it back up and running for the first night out. So thanks to him for that. Eric Haig, I don't know where, he's back there somewhere. He's hard to miss. Big great driver. Yeah. He was always there to help me get the car back together when we mangled it up. So is Nick Henry and Nick Nice. One weekend I was going up to my cabin and wrecked the car the night before, so they were there to pull it back straight for me. I want to thank my dad for using the garage and all the friends and parties for the time being. My mom for always being there to support me out at the racetrack.
You can make it wider. Larger.
Oh, okay, okay. Back up, let's back up.
Oh, you skipped one.
Sorry. Thank you, scoring ladies. Sorry I skipped you. Yeah, she disappeared here.
She's out. Mini golf.
Matt and Mike Dickey for letting me run the figure 8 car the one night. I just kind of looped it. I didn't do anything special. Yeah. I don't know if Greg Larson's here or not. Hey, Adam and Todd are in the back. Greg Larson, he was there to put the car on the frame rack for us and pull it back straight. You want to read that?
That's thinking me.
Yeah, Todd Tashney. He's always a fun guy to hang out with after the races. No, we're not. We're okay. Saline Motorsports, John Pudas for getting me in touch with Brookside Property Services, my main sponsor for this season. Oh, we're getting a phone call. We're getting a client.
Are you calling me? Daddy's calling.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Thanks, Scotty, for his awesome camera.
Hold on, I just got a text message. I just got a text message from John Heath. I'm supposed to thank him too. He's over there somewhere. Thanks to all the other drivers for such a fun last competitive season at Raceway.
Yeah.
Really? Who's 239-8589? Hey, it's Ryan Hall in the back. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm for sure going to miss doing all the dumb school bus rollovers, Duke's jumps, stuff like that at Raceway. And yeah, just congrats to all the other champions and everybody at Raceway. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurel and Hardy. Thank you, Todd. Jack. Everybody else. Could we have, after that, could we have the top 18 Turtles Bar and Grill Wild and Crazy Figure 8s please come up? While they're making their way up, there are a few mini stock drivers here tonight that didn't make it to the top 25. I'd like to invite them over with Martin to be part of that photograph if you're a mini stock driver that didn't make it into the top 25. Quite a few figure 8 drivers competed in multiple divisions on Sunday nights this past year. Add to that their participation in Friday night racing events and holiday specials throughout the summer. And it made for a lot of work for the drivers and their crews this year. At every event they participated in, the hits and near misses were just as close and thrilling. Enough to keep the fans on the edge of their seats on every night of racing. Checking out the videos on YouTube from various tracks across the United States that have figure 8 racing. Nowhere else do you get the drivers as close in the crossroads as Raceway Park. There's just something that happens when you combine a group of drivers, each with their own quirks and strong personalities, with a sport that to say is extremely dangerous is an understatement. And that strikes a chord with the race fans. I think the amount of beer consumed after a night of racing might have something to do with it too. In 2013, the figure 8s had 11 different feature winners on Sunday nights, many getting repeat victories throughout the season. In 18th place with 831 points, Jerry Zomecki. 17th, Adam Radesky with 864 points. 16th with 997 points, Steve Vaylor. 15th, 1,094 points, Kari Miller. 14th, Joel Johnston with 1,214 points. 1,220 points went to Eric Haig, came in 13. 12th, Mike Dickey with 1,230. 11th, Dennis Barda with 1,243 points. 1,284 points went to Louis and Soliver, he came in 10th. 9th, Rick Martin with 1,359 points. 8th, Dave Nagel with 1,371 points. 1,394 points, Dan Johnson came in 7th. 6th, Todd Second, Mark Ronstadt, 1,448 points. Just 3 points separating Mark and John. Good thing this is a big... It still grabs me. Are you all right? And the winner of the Turtles Bar and Grill Wild and Crazy Figure Eights, who's been at this champions podium every year since 2008, and that is a huge achievement. With 1,506 points and 15 feature wins on Sunday nights, add a few more to that total with a couple of Friday night wins. The 2013 Figure Eight champion once again, Ricky Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Raceway Park. Golden horseshoe. Well, at the beginning of the year, wasn't quite sure I was going to race the full season or not. I was going to start dialing it back, and I heard a rumor Raceway wasn't going to be around anymore. Thought, no way, can't be possible. But if that was true, I wanted to race the full year. Me and my family have been at Raceway for a long, long time. This championship means a lot to me, my family. I thank Mike, John, everything over the years. You know, I've raced a lot of different divisions over the years. Over the last few years, a lot of people ask me, why don't you move up? Why don't you move up? You know, I never really knew why. I never knew why, you know, whether it be the money or, I don't know. Over the last couple of years, I've figured out why. It's this group of guys right here. Best group of guys ever. These guys are unbelievable to race with. You can beat and bang on the track. Sure, we might be mad afterwards for a little bit, but shortly afterwards, we're all laughing, having fun. I gotta thank Tim. Best sponsor anybody could ever ask for. Thank you. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Tim. A couple other sponsors I'd like to thank. Mark's Towing, Wrecker Service, Egan General Repair, and Master Transmission. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky. Mark, there is a step going down over there. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. And again, all our Sunday night champions receive that Hoosier Championship. With the top 12, Leo South, CF Moto, NASCAR Hobby Stock drivers, please come up at this time. NASCAR's premier division at Raceway Park beat the most of their season as part of an action-filled final year. Talk about hard-charging racing. The hobby stocks had it in what I consider to be the best hobby stock short track racing action in years. There was fast passing, quick racing, and sometimes hard hitting, with many different drivers taking the spotlight throughout the season. With an amazing 14 different heat winners and 6 different feature winners during 2013. In 12th place, Jacob Gady with 615 points. 11th, the Hobby Stock Rookie of the Year, Kylan Soliver, came in with 746 points. 10th, 836 points for Greg Borger. 9th went to Dusty Mann with 855 points. 857 points for Matt Stanley, he came in 8th. 7th, John Heath, 859 points. Just 4 points separating those last three drivers.
You guys are
Drew
crazy.
Skaya came in sixth with 932 points. I do want to thank Drew for the name recognition he put on his hobby stock card. That meant a lot to me this final year of racing. Tina Davis, Lady out of Rosemont, came in fifth with 936 points. Mark Hawes came in fourth with 977 points. 1,020 points for Jeremy Wolf. The final lap rollover, always going to be remembered, is the Class 1 at Raceway Park. In second, Brent Kane with 1,071 points. As the season went on, the battle for the hobby stock points heated up, as you know. Everyone was watching the top three drivers to see how things would play out each and every Sunday as the positions changed. And the final checkered flag with 1,074 points, just 3 points ahead of second place. 1 heat win and 5 feature victories. The 2013 Toledo South CF Moto NASCAR Hobby Stock Champion is Conrad Jorgensen.
You want me to take
Do
it?
not put that in the other same self-portrait folder.
Unlike Jack, I have a typewriter. Oh wait, that's a new bright sheet for a Thunder car, if anybody's looking for one. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the champions. It's pretty cool to be part of the last ever championship from Raceway Park. I know it's not the final, because John is going to figure something out, but it is the last time at the Raceway as we knew it. I had a great time there this year. I'd like to thank John, all the Raceway Park staff. It's been a lot of fun. We had good times over the years. John and I won our first championships together in 1996. I went on racing and John bought a racetrack. The next year I won my first championship at Raceway Park, 18 years ago. I can't believe that I'm back here 18 years later, winning the last one ever there. John's done a lot over the last 18 years to make it fun at Raceway Park. I think we can all attest to that. We had a lot of great times, and hopefully they continue on at a new venue. We're counting on it, you know. I talked him into coming back racing at Elko. Maybe he can win another championship and make enough money to buy another track. I'd like to thank Leo South and CF Moto for being the sponsorship team of the hobby stocks at Raceway. It's always nice to have somebody that covers the series for you. I'd like to congratulate and thank all the hobby stock drivers. I had a blast racing with all you guys. We had some good times. One guy I had a problem with once in a while. He was okay. I really would like to especially thank Brent and Nate Kane both. It's the toughest battle I've had in all 5 of my championships at Raceway Park. It came down to the last night, and I can't believe how hard it was to beat this guy. He's like the best guy out there. I got a lot of respect for Brent and Nate both for what they've accomplished over the years. I could have done with a little bit less whining from their fans, you know, but they'll have fans. I do gotta credit Brent. He provided the extra motivation for me and my crew when he bought his points back after his disqualification. That really got my crew guys fired up. Fatty was even willing to take the fan off for qualifying. I gotta thank Dan Plant for turning my year around for me. He put 3 initials on my dash one day. It was CPR, calm, patient, relax. I was having some trouble with one of these guys. And finally he said, just calm down and things will go your way. And they sure did. I gotta thank you, Dan. That made the season for me. I gotta thank my sponsors, Captain Black's, Dave Mike's Good Food, Croaky Dave, Karen John's Daycare, and Brothers Jorgensen Race Parts and Service. They spent a lot of extra time making sure my car was the best one out there. I gotta thank my crew, Fatty and Chad especially. They made the season fun. Every Sunday when we went to Raceway, our main goal was to go out there and have fun, try to win the feature. We won 5 of them, and we had a blast doing it. It was a good time. Championship night, we might have a little too much fun before we got to the track. Barely lost the gas cap, couldn't get the fan back on the car, but it went okay. Gotta thank my car owner, Mike Holman. The guy talked me into racing at Raceway all year, and I kept telling him, no, I don't want to do it. It's too much work. I got kids that are in sports, but he talked me into it. One reason I didn't want to do it because I wasn't sure I would make it all year, and I'm pretty sure there was a bet on that. Somewhere in July was the cutoff. Guess what? Made it all you guys. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the car. It's an awesome race car. Let me drive again maybe sometime. Last and most important, my wife Lisa. Without her, I never would have accomplished what I've accomplished over the years. I've been racing a long time. She's been my main support. Takes care of the kids when they need to get taken care of. Runs everything around, and she's the one that convinces me to go racing every single year. All we can say is final, but we're counting on John to get us another track. If not, we'll go on racing somewhere else, and the memories will be here. I was watching that video earlier, talking to Kevin a little bit. When I was a kid going to Raceway Park, my favorite driver was Bob Gisole, and my brother's was Dan Shabrowski. We were in the stands cheering for our favorite driver. And these days, Brent, that's me and you know. But it's pretty cool to see the history there. It kind of sucks that it's all coming to an end. I did have a lot of fun over the years racing there, and this last summer was the best. I thank you guys. And let's continue to party. We got one more thing I need Jeremy's help with. One of my favorite fans always steals my pink flamingo at the track. She had a big birthday last week. She turned 60, so we're all going to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ellen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ellen. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, Conrad. Thanks, guys. Well, we're at that point in the banquet when I usually stand here and tell you about how good of a season we had and how much I'm looking forward to once again announcing the coming racing season. So much for that idea, I guess. What I will do this time, instead of talking a lot about myself, I'm going to talk about you and all the race fans. I have a big thank you for all of you. I wasn't going to be here tonight. I've been at Raceway for 18 years, and as many of you know, I spent 13 of those years helping take care of my mom. She had Alzheimer's, and we lost her on Wednesday. The funeral is on Monday. It has been one hell of a week. The coming week's going to be hell too. I want to thank you. I have over 100 emails in my email box just from the drivers and the fans showing their support. I'll get back to all of you on all those emails, I promise. And September, I received a letter in the mail. No return address on the envelope. But it was signed the fans and supporters of Raceway Park. The letter, it was amazing. I was surprised and touched by what it had to say. So much that I posted the letter on my website, and it's really heartwarming to know what I did for the past 18 years was so greatly appreciated by so many people. So, whoever or whomever sent me that letter, I want to say thank you for the very kind words. You guys are great. I'm going to say a few things here. This is from me. I'm not speaking on behalf of the track. This is from me. I had a chance to meet with... Hang on a second. I had the chance to meet and talk with a lot of folks at the All Motorsports show in October at the Minneapolis Convention Center. The questions and comments about Raceway Park were fantastic, and I wish I would have had more information for everyone there. I'm getting better. Okay, I'm good. One thing I got from it all out there at the convention center was that there is a definite interest in a new track, not just with the drivers, but from a lot of the fans. There was hardly any OLs, but plenty of, we need a new race facility in the Twin Cities area. Yeah. I was left with the feeling that if a new track will be built, the new track will get the local fan support that this sport deserves. Woo! I know for a fact that a lot of people got a big wake-up call when they saw the white fence along the frontage road torn down and the track ripped up. More got the message when the grandstand was taken down with just the scoring tower. There you go. With just the scoring tower standing up there all alone. With that, I am confident that at some point a new track will be built in the Twin Cities. Not sure where, not sure when, but it will be built, and I hope to be a part of it. A lot of us are trying right now to get things going, but it's going to take some outside support from some big people and sponsors. I said earlier, I was kind of saying about a Dairy Queen Raceway Park. I wasn't joking. It's going to take some major support and a lot of help from people like you, but myself and quite a few others strongly feel that it can, and it will happen. We all got together to make some amazing things happen with the Pack the Stands event that you should all be very proud of. You made that the biggest event of the season to that point, and we can do it again. I think there is going to be a big push for a new track this spring when our racing season would normally start. As for me, it has been an incredible ride. It has been an honor to be your announcer for the past 18 years. I'm not done yet. Like I said, I have a strong feeling that the best is yet to come. I have been employed at a lot of places and worked for some interesting people at those places. Most of them were total jerks and idiots. It says that too, by the way. It says that. But I can say 100% that out of all those places, the best drivers, crew members, staff, officials, race fans, and employees ever are at Raceway Park. Working with John Hellenbrunn, I can say he is the best guy that I have ever worked for. It has been a dream job for me, working with some really incredible and amazing friends. I believe that at some point we are going to be back doing it all again. There's some awards left over. If you know anybody that was going to pick up awards tonight that is not here and you can get it to them, please do that. John will be coming up in a little bit and talking. When John is done, there's one more video we would like to show. If anybody managed to have a cell phone on the night, the final night of racing when I gave my little closing comments, anybody can get me a copy of that? I know that Bruce did a good recording of it. I've asked him for a copy. He has yet to get it to me. I'll have to harp a little bit on it. Bruce put together an amazing video that he had on his website about my final comments at Raceway. I would like a copy of that if anybody's got it. So anyway, now I'm going to turn the microphone over to John for some additional information. I'm going to let him wrap things up. There'll be a video to follow it. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, either here at the hotel or in the casino. Remember, use those gaming vouchers, behave yourselves. And if you're driving home tonight, please drive carefully. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you at the bar and the casino later on. I can't wait to see what this final video is that's coming up. John Hellendron, it is all yours.
Not yet, it's not. You gotta give us a minute. Raceway's pretty cool. I've been doing it for 20-some years. Barda got the Rookie of the Year in 1958. Everybody, Barda? Still racing with us. I think the big thing, how about Kevin Bussey for all he does for our sport, our track. We love you a long time, Kevin. I want to just say thanks to everybody. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is cool. Johnny's going to come up and make a huge announcement. Maybe not, but I mean, I think it's, thanks for coming out. Let's have a ball tonight, and your turn.
I was gonna bring 3 people to stand up, and who already are, John and Kevin and Marge. There's so many people to thank that there's no way we could say them all. You know who you are. You're all touched our lives in ways that we can't even explain. But Marge, Kevin, and John, you guys have touched us in ways that will be a part of the rest of our lives. And right now it's just deep, so we thank you. And that's all we can say is thank you.
Thank you, brothers. I appreciate that.
I can zoom out.
Never thought I'd see this day. I'm going to start off by congratulating our champions. I'm proud of all you guys. You did a great job. I was hoping tonight would be about that, and for the most part it is. But this is historical. 1996, when I took over Raceway, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. John Ostick believed in me to take it over and carry it on into the future. And it went really well for a long time. Last 4 or 5 years, it got tough. I'm not blaming it on anything. I was in charge, I was at the helm. I didn't get it home for you guys. I have to live with that, and I apologize for that. I'll continue to try to find a home for you guys. I'll continue to try to find support to relocate the track, but it's a long shot, I'll be honest with you. I tried everything I could, and it just didn't work out. I have a wife and 2 kids of my own that I'm trying to support, and I've given everything back to get us to this last year. Most of you have heard it before. The drivers' meetings and everything else, I fed the place a lot of money, couldn't find the support, talked to a lot of corporate guys, talked to a lot of deep pocket guys that were always willing to tell me if you ever get to that point, we're going to step in. Well, guess what? They didn't. So, but again, I take full responsibility. It's something I'm going to have to live with the rest of my life. I'm the guy that closed down Raceway Park, and it's tough. I look around at each one of these tables, all you guys at the drivers' meeting every week, and it breaks my heart. I appreciate everybody's support, and I wish the outcome could have been different, but stay tuned, maybe something will come of it. I salute all of you for all of your support. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Chad, I'll let you do the last video.